You think you're weak. Because you overthink, because you cry easily, because you get attached too fast, because you can't just move on, because certain words still hurt, because certain memories still sting. So you tell yourself, I need to be stronger, I need thicker skin, I need to stop being like this. But what if strength isn't your problem? What if the truth is simpler and deeper? You're not weak. You're just unhealed. Weakness is a lack of capacity. Healing is a process. And what you're experiencing isn't incapability. It's unresolved pain. There's a difference. When someone raises their voice and your chest tightens, that's not weakness. When someone pulls away and your mind spirals, that's not weakness. When criticism feels like rejection, that's not weakness. That's your nervous system remembering something. Something old. Something unfinished. Something that never got processed. Most of us were never taught how to heal. We were taught how to perform. Smile, be polite, don't cause problems, don't talk back, be grateful, be strong. So we became strong in survival. But survival is not the same as healing. You can survive years of emotional neglect. You can survive betrayal. You can survive feeling invisible. And still be bleeding internally. And when that internal wound reacts, you call it weakness. But it's not weakness. It's pain asking to be acknowledged. Think about a physical wound. If you sprain your ankle and try to run on it, you don't call yourself weak when it hurts. You understand it's injured. So why, when your heart flinches, you shame yourself? Why do you say, why am I like this? Why can't I be normal? Why am I so sensitive? Sensitivity is not weakness. It's unhealed experience. Some of you were strong way too early. You were the mature one in the family, the responsible one, the emotional support child, the quiet one who didn't cause trouble. You learned to suppress your needs because your needs felt inconvenient. So now, as an adult, when someone ignores you, it doesn't just feel like today. It feels like every time you weren't seen. That reaction isn't weakness. It's accumulated hurt. You don't struggle with attachment because you're weak. You struggle because somewhere along the way, love felt unstable. You don't overthink because you're weak. You overthink because unpredictability once hurt you and now your brain tries to prevent it. You don't avoid conflict because you're weak. You avoid it because conflict once meant danger, withdrawal, or punishment. Your patterns aren't flaws. They're adaptations. And adaptations are intelligent. They kept you safe. But what kept you safe then might be limiting you now. And that's where healing begins. Healing is not becoming emotionless. Healing is not becoming cold. Healing is not caring. Healing is being able to feel deeply without being controlled by it. It's being able to say, that hurt without collapsing. I feel triggered without exploding. I need reassurance without shame. Healing gives you choice. Unhealed pain gives you reaction. And reaction feels like weakness because it feels uncontrollable. But you're not broken. You're patterned. Here's something most people won't tell you. The reason you feel weak is often because you were never allowed to fully feel. You were told to move on, to stop crying, to forgive quickly, to forget. So your emotions didn't disappear. They froze. And frozen emotions don't dissolve with time. They resurface in moments that resemble the past. That's why something small can feel overwhelming. It's not small. It's layered. Strength without healing becomes armor. And armor is heavy. You can spend your whole life trying to be tougher, colder, less reactive, more detached. But detachment isn't strength. It's protection. Real strength is softness with boundaries. It's vulnerability without self-abandonment. It's being able to say, I was hurt and I deserve better, without feeling dramatic. You are not weak for wanting reassurance. You are not weak for feeling deeply. You are not weak for needing time. You are not weak for struggling with things other people seem to handle easily. You don't know their wounds, and they don't know yours. Healing is not a competition. It's a personal reckoning. But here's the hard truth. Staying unhealed eventually becomes a choice. At some point, you have to stop proving how much pain you can tolerate and start asking why you tolerate it. At some point, you have to stop calling yourself weak and start getting curious about your wounds. What hurt you? What did you normalize? What did you minimize? What did you convince yourself wasn't a big deal, but secretly changed you? That's where your power is. Not in pretending you're unaffected, but in facing what affected you. You are not behind. You are not defective. You are not emotionally inferior. You are someone who survived something that shaped your nervous system. And now you have a choice. Stay in survival, or move toward healing. Healing won't make you perfect. It will make you aware. Aware of your triggers. Aware of your patterns. Aware of your worth. And awareness is the beginning of freedom. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, instead of saying, I'm so weak, pause and ask, what part of me is still hurting? Because weakness says, I can't. Healing says, I need time. And time, with honesty and courage, turns wounds into wisdom. You were never weak. You were wounded. And wounds can heal if you stop shaming them and start understanding them. If you like this video, please like and subscribe it will this channel to continue. Thank you.